Okay, guys, I'm going to try this one more time, and then if not, I'm going to have to reset my modem, because I don't know what's going on. The last few days that I've been streaming, it's been super clear, so I don't know what's going on with it. Course, can you hear me, bro? Also, Course, if you're in here, let me know. Is it glitchy? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, good. It keeps saying drop frames detected. Is it not like lagging out a little bit? Okay, good. Okay, guys, so we just took out this internal buy side, and we're within a new week opening gap right above these equal highs, or right below these equal highs. And again, they're also internal targets, but we've already run a lot of LRLR. So you have to be very careful about this. And also we have these internal highs right here that you have to be careful of. That could potentially reject this from. Okay, let me check my internet speed one more time. Internet speed test. No, I mean, I have 120 megabits per second. It should not be lagging out at all. Okay, guys, so we have all these equal highs that I think are going to hit and this internal buy side, and we're in the macro. But again, there is no setup here for me to be taking any trades. Yo, what's up, Bob? I know, you were in here earlier, right? Okay, so far I haven't gotten any alerts about dropped streams since, so hopefully this stays this way. If we get this 1 minute order block here, guys, this could be the long up to this internal buy side. And looks like it's about to hit. There we go. And looks like these equal highs are going to hit too. But again, on a no news Monday, you have to be super, super cautious, guys. Super cautious. So if you really wanted to, you could try a scalp here with your stop at this low. But again, I would not advise it. But these are definitely the draws that I'm seeing here. Yo, Binoj, what's up, brother? Did any of you guys take a trade today? Coors or Binoj? Or Bob? Again, I've just been trying to focus on getting this internet working. I don't know why it was lagging so hard earlier. But again, this internal buy side just hit, and these equal highs are probably next. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Binoj. Were you in the streams before? Was it lagging? Yeah, guys, this, I don't know if you guys were awake. I was asleep right here, but this 3 minute, I think it was a 3. This 3 minute was really good for a long. Your partials would have been inside this fair value gap, this internal high, these highs, and now this is the final draw. Okay, Binoj, yeah, I noticed that Is it buffering now at all? Or guys, can you guys hear me? Yeah, it was such clean PA. Yeah. Potentially the last leg of the buy model or the intraday buy model, but you could easily go higher. I mean, we have equal highs here as well, but the reason that I'm not, again, not trading this on a live account, glad to hear that, Binoj. The reason I'm not trading this on a live account, as you guys probably saw from either if you're in the Discord or earlier in the stream, I posted the calendar on Forex Factory. There's no red folder news, not even orange folder news, and there's just Fed speakers. So we can easily get these like random dumps throughout the day that stops out a bunch of liquidity, and then they go higher. It's just not a good day to be in a live account. And again, there wasn't really even a setup. This was the first setup I saw. This 5 minute that inversed, you could have tried right here. And then it just kind of pushed all the way through from there. But yeah, this setup or this setup are the only two things that I would have taken today. Stop to break even or a partial once we hit this high, and then a partial here, and then just let everything else run. And you guys see here, we just hit an internal buy side. We're in a new week opening gap as well. So I would not be surprised to see this collapse and take these out. But again, I would never short this. So if you guys noticed the last stream I took, we took hourly buy side. It was a black line. We inversed the 1 minute and I took it short down to all these internal lows. I wouldn't do this in this situation because we have equal highs right above and we're super close. So there's no reason, it's a low probability short versus, I'll show you where it was even on the hourly yesterday, or not, yeah, sorry, not yesterday, guys, on Friday. This was an hourly buy side target. There was a black line here that represented the hourly. There were no real equal highs above it. And we had this death candle. And then on this death candle, I shorted as a scalp down to this low, and then on my cash accounts, I held runners down to here, here, and here. And all three of these targets were hit. So that was what I was looking at last week. And here we have the same thing. We're taking out an internal buy side, and we do have a kind of death candle, but we have these equal highs right above. So I would never take this short the way that I took Friday's short, if that makes sense. Wait, so Kors, are you in a trade? Or because you didn't take that model either, you missed it like me. Are you trying to scalp to these equal highs on an eval? Or Binoj, did you take a trade at all? Okay, so I would not be surprised to see a rejection from the top of this new week opening gap. Let's see if we have any other new week opening gaps. Nothing on the 15. But yeah, this looks like, guys, these highs are going to be the draw eventually. Yeah. Of course, you're right to be trying to scalp, but yeah, that 5 minute, that 3 minute and the 5 minute were the A+ trades for sure. Range bound day, probably. Yeah, 100% a range bound day. I would say like probably a 95% certainty. But again, you have to be, you just have to let the trade play out. This is going to be crazy, guys. If you're not in this, I think you're missing out. This is Riot on the monthly chart. We're pretty much, I mean, the month hasn't ended yet. We still have till the 31st of October. But if this monthly candle inverses this fair value gap, I think we're going to take out all of this low resistance liquidity. I think that Riot will be above $23 within a few months from now, as long as this inverse holds. Your stop to break even would be at this internal high at $13.12, and then it would run. So all this LRLR looks like it's going to get taken out to me. We rebalanced from this monthly fair value gap that didn't hold exactly, but we're inversing this monthly now, so I think this is going to be a really good trade. Yeah, let me check Mara real quick. I was in Mara for a bit, but I think the Riot chart looks a little bit better for the low resistance liquidity. I mean, this looks great too. I'm not gonna lie. So we took, this is a monthly order block right here, and look how we balanced. We bounced almost perfectly from the body of the monthly order block, like literally to the tick in December of 2022. This is a logarithmic scale, guys, which is why it might be a little bit different to what you're seeing on your charts. I believe it's logarithmic, yeah. So the regular chart looks a little bit different, obviously, but I use logarithmic charts personally. They just are more accurate in my opinion. But we inverse this monthly fair value gap, and now we're bull flagging to potentially take out this monthly fair value gap. So this could easily be the draw in here. And then this buy side right here looks pretty strong to me. Benoge. Hold on, guys. You check my, I'm gonna write a January 12th call, so it covers the election madness, but you're right, good risk reward. Yeah, I just don't. January 12th calls, yeah, I guess that gives you enough time. I just can't, the theta decay with these high risk things, too much for me. I prefer to just hold shares, and it's so cheap that like you can get, just like with holding 1,000 or 2,000 bucks can make you a good chunk of change. But I know that the calls will go ballistic if they go ballistic. Yeah, of course I pay for TradingView. So yeah, this fair value gap is definitely the draw. So 35.48 I think is probably where we're headed on Mara, and then potentially up into the at least to 57 would be the next draw, and then I would probably be all out and then maybe hold till 83. But this is the main high probability trade, is the low of the fair value gap, which is 35.48. I'm looking to add XOM for a swing trade as well. I will post that in the Discord. But we're trading into this weekly fair value gap, and it's like kind of a retail trade, but it's not. We have all these highs here, right? Boom, 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 which were previously resistance, and now we're trading down into them. It's potentially turning into support while we're in a weekly fair value gap. So this risk will be a close below 118 on the daily and just targeting new all-time highs. So I will post that in the Discord. I did post C3AI. I don't know what that's doing right now. Let me check on it. C3AI. Okay, so we're having an okay daily, which is nice. We're bullish on the daily. I've been adding in this general zone, looking for 33.11 as my target. So that I think should hit at some point, but we'll see. My risk will be a close below 22.79 on this. Wow. NQ looks like it's about ready to take these equal highs, guys. And there it. Okay, we took out one set. I'm gonna try this, guys. Just for a quick scalp on the day. I'm willing to risk the 200 bucks for it. There it goes. All right, so there's our trade for the day, guys, on an eval account. 150 bucks. Oh, that was easy. I'm just risking 100 to make 1,000. Wow, a 10x, huh? Do you think, how feasible do you think that is with your January calls? Okay, guys, so I could easily see us reject here and take out a lot of LRLR to the downside, but again, I am not trying to do any more scalping. That was my trade for the day. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Binoche, even, I mean, options, I think people have, they've been very distorted, especially since 2020. You saw all these people that were getting like 10,000x% or whatever, 10,000% on their calls and their puts. Like, people have glorified them so much that they see a 500% return and they're like, meh. But again, I know it's, you know, it's a very low dollar value trade, so you don't care as much. But yeah, 500% on any investment is unbelievable. Don't let anybody let you forget that. Did anyone take that scalp up to the equal highs? I know it's kind of delayed for you guys, but I couldn't not try that scalp. It wasn't a good RR trade, but the odds of it hitting were very high, especially because we had all this consolidation here, so it was likely that we would manipulate up to both equal highs. Yeah, it looked like I had like 8 people on the stream before it started glitching out, but whatever. That was pretty cool. I think that's the most people I've had at one time on the stream. What else is... Let's see what Tesla's doing today, guys. We have Tesla earnings on Wednesday, heads up. Yeah, nothing's really moving here. Tesla is at 219, so it's just consolidating like we thought. Ulta Beauty, this position is doing... I was up crazy on this when we were up around 400. I think this is going to go up, guys, to... Ulta looks like it's going to go all the way up to 421 at minimum, and then these internal buy sides here that you can't see on the monthly. This is a really good swing trade. This is one of Buffett's positions, by the way, guys. So just a heads up. Another one I was looking at too is Disney. Ooh, Oklo up 14%. Wow. If you guys know Mans on Twitter, he was calling that one. Coinbase. Oh, guys, Coinbase too looks really good. So we have this weekly unbalanced fair value gap and buy side, and we're about to inverse this monthly. If we inverse this monthly, I would take a swing trade on coin up to here. That looks really good. Big push. So see why you wouldn't short here? We have more equal highs up here, by the way, guys. You know what's really interesting too? What I've noticed recently, these terrible days to trade, like the no news Mondays, I think a lot of people are catching on and learning that they're not good. And so the market makers are now turning them into good days to trade. I've seen a lot of these days that are terrible that end up having really good PA. Now, I'm not saying this is good PA, it's not. But the follow through on the trade after this 3-minute was crazy, and this 5-minute. Like, look at it was choppy, don't get me wrong, but we delivered all the way. If you were in here, you had a risk-free trade with your stop to break even, you would have not even any heat. Like, it wouldn't even be scary to be in that trade. Binoj, are you in any other crypto things? Any other like crypto calls, or apart from Riot and Mara? Wow, guys, such a nice push here. I think these equal highs are coming. Yeah, I think the only things I would consider, I mean, I'm in Riot. I know you guys know that, but Mara looks decent and Coinbase looks really good. And oh my God, I even added more Bitcoin over the weekend. I can't help. It's too bullish. I think new all-time highs are coming. I I don't know if you guys know what the site Polymarket is. It's a betting site for events. Have you guys heard of Polymarket? Where you can bet on the election, you can bet on like P. Diddy and whether he's gonna get arrested or not, or if he's on suicide watch. But I put like $200 into a Polymarket account, because I mean I would never put real money into an account like that to bet on. But some of the trades you can bet on are so good. Polymarket. So if you go on X, on Twitter, X, whatever, there's all these accounts that post Polymarket odds of the election, and they say that it's the most accurate poll because there's money on the line. There's like $2.5 billion on the line for the election, and Trump has a 60.1% chance of winning versus Kamala, I think, has a 39.9 or whatever it is. Yeah, it's a really big market. I don't think you can trade it in the U.S., but if you have a VPN, you can. But yeah, so there's like if you bet $100 on Trump, you can win 166 right now. So well, it's a 66 $66 profit and you get the 100 back. But I mean, the RR, if you consider it to like a trade, it's terrible. So I would not really bet any real money with it. Excuse me. But I'm gonna try and run up an account with 200 bucks. Yeah, look it up. It's Polymarket. I don't know if it's polymarket.com, but go on Google and you'll see it. What's NQ doing? So again, all these 1 minute order blocks that are supporting price, driving us up to the 50% of the daily, and then these equal highs. I think the main draw here, guys, is the top of the daily, which is at 20,725. So what am I at on this account now? Almost 50,600, guys. You guys have been following this Tradevate from when it was below 50,000. The first trade I took on this brought it down to 59,700, I think, and we are now up to 50,600. Yeah, I'll show you guys Polymarket right now. I don't even know if it's allowed, but or maybe I shouldn't because I don't want to get banned. I don't want to. And you guys know like Steve-O, who was who was posting gambling sites on his streams. I don't want to get banned, so I don't think it's illegal, but it's pretty much the biggest betting site that I've seen. That and Bravado are the two big ones where you can bet on events. Yeah, and then also, guys, are you guys in any swing trades? Oh, I wanted to show you guys Disney. That was another one that I think is gonna rip. Again, I don't support Disney as a company, but look at this setup. We took out internal sell side and we're in a fair value gap. Now, there are a lot of fair value gaps here, but I think the draw is eventually going to be this internal buy side at 126.48. If I go to the hourly chart, let's go to the 4 hour even, or the daily. Weekly even. Doesn't look as good as I thought, but I think at minimum the draw is going to be this weekly fair value gap, and then I think we're going to push up to 126. The more I look at this, it's actually not as good as I thought, but your stop would be a risk here. I would have entered here. I just missed the alert. But I think this is going to be a push up to all this buy side, and then I would hold runners to 126. If I get a trade back into here, I'll consider it. But Disney looks decent to me. This 1 minute doesn't look bad, guys. But we do have an order block here. We do have all this LRLR. But I would be cautious with this short. I mean, it could work easily, but it's not like it's not an A+ setup to me. Though we did take out all these internal highs, so it's not bad. So, but no, this is not a terrible short. But we could easily see this used as support to go higher. But yeah, I would absolutely on a day like this be done here because we could easily be range bound, but that will be good for those shorts. At least this is the draw. But again, I would not short this. We have equal highs above, and we are bullish on the day. I mean, look at this candle, guys. If you're trying to short this, I get that this is internal buy side, but not the best idea, IMO. Now, we could come back and test midnight and the hourly fair value gap. That's possible, but doesn't look good to me. Nothing looks good to me here. Only that scalp that I took was a decent trade in my opinion. Again, the RR was not good, but the odds of the two sets of equal highs hitting were very strong. Yeah, look at this. Look at this bounce off of these two equal highs. I have to be super careful with shorts here. Oh, This I can't get over looking at this chart. It's too good. Look at this too, guys. If you read, there's a book by Anna Cooling called Volume Price Analysis. She talks about how if you get a down move or an up move on declining volume, it typically is a sign of accumulation. And look at the declining volume we're getting on this entire move since June of 2023 or July. And we're finally getting a push up. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, it's not as obvious it's declining, but as a trend overall, it is. It looks so good, guys. Yeah, you see why I didn't short, Benosh? Again, equal highs. Very bullish on the day, even though it's a no news Monday. Now, again, we could easily just chop around here and go lower, but not high probability in my eyes. The candlesticks don't scream high probability. Because this internal liquidity is not the final draw. There's equal highs above here. There's buy side up here. But yeah, they've really been making these no news Mondays better than I would expect as far as follow through. There's no setup here, but there was a setup in London session. Do we have any macros coming up? No, so the next macro is at 1050. Wow, look at this push. Banosh, did you take that short with a live account? I hope you didn't. What took you out the trade? Major TP. What was your TP here? The TP should have been all this low resistance liquidity. Okay, guys, looks like we're pushing higher after these equal highs. But again, I would not be in this now. Okay, yeah, so you're scalping. That's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of short fakes for sure. But again, we knew why these were short fakes because of these equal highs. But yeah, on a day like today, scalping is your friend for sure. Wow, McDonald's is going crazy. I added McDonald's in the Discord at this sell side liquidity at 245. So from this trade, we are up. Wow, 30% of McDonald's is crazy. PayPal we're out of. Another swing, guys, that I'm going to be adding here is end phase. Wow, this is so good. So we have this accumulation, potential manipulation into a fair value gap and sell side liquidity on the weekly, right? Accumulation, manipulation, fair value gap, and distribution higher. So I am going to buy this here, but let me just check the what I would get for this. Let's open a paper trading account. Do I have it open on a paper trade? No, I don't. So limit order. Wow, with 20 shares, you can get a $250 risk for a $1,600 reward. That's pretty darn good. I'm 24 shares at $91. Let's see how much you'd have to have in collateral. Times 91. It's only a $2,000 collateral. That's crazy. This is such a good RR trade, guys, in my opinion. So I'm actually going to add that right now in the Discord. I think I already put it in the Discord for swings. Did I not? Or is it under stock ads? Oh, it's under stock ads. Okay. Wow, we just missed my limit fill. Okay, guys, I'm gonna okay, I think I'm gonna add this on my accounts here, guys. It's too good for me not to add some. And obviously the risk here would be a close below this daily. Wow, and the risk is even a close below 79. That is insane. Okay, so I have my limit order. On the Discord, I posted my limit to be $90.50, so that's what my limit order is for this. This paper trade is not what my limit order is at. Should be up here. 90.50. So this short looks a little bit better to me because we took out a high that took out a high. So we took out buy side liquidity and then we took out the high that took out the buy side. So this looks more obvious to me as a short here. And based on the nature of today, I think that that's definitely likely we could take out this low. Your entry will be a 1 minute candle close here and your stop loss would be up here. But again, with these equal highs here, I wouldn't really take this. Not for me. But if you guys really want to take this short, again, this is your entry here. Your stop to break even would be here. And then your stop loss would be, I would just do a hard stop above this candle's body. Again, not high probability in my eyes because of the equal highs here, but because it's a no news Monday, I wouldn't be surprised if we come down and take this low. Let's see if it works. So far you're in profit, and you will probably get a full TP. In fact, if I were you, I'd probably take your limit order at the body of this candle right here, which just touched and it wicked up. Wow. Look at that, guys. Immediate rejection from the bottom of this body, which is what I just called out. It could go lower, but again, if I was scalping, I would have taken my profits right there at the body. Because if we're bullish on the day, this area honestly should be the support to bring us higher. If we're not, then we'll just drive down below this internal low, and then we could take out all this low resistance liquidity. When is, oh, I want to check when end phase earnings are real quick. Let's go to the daily. Oh, wait, end phase has earnings at the end of today? Wait, really? Oh no, earnings are on the 22nd, which is tomorrow. Oh, should I wait until earnings to take a long? What happened in the last earnings call? Wow, look at the push we had on the last earnings. That's crazy. Here, we consolidated during this earnings. This earnings, we had a huge push up. Guys, this looks like accumulation to me. I'm not going to lie. If we have a bad earnings call, 16% drop. I don't know. This looks like a good risk reward trade to me. But here we had, whoa. So we had a, hold on, let me use the magnet tool off. We had a 38% move after these earnings, but the day of earnings, we gapped up 16 or 17%. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Okay, guys, so again, the body was what held. And here, if we're bearish, we should push through and take out a lot of this LRLR as well. But if we're bullish on the day, this area should be that support because there's all these 1 minute order blocks. Oh, guys, I think I'm going to get off pretty soon because, again, okay, so there's the internal sell side. I would take either move your stop to break even here, or I would be completely out. And again, your stop to break even would be at 20,526.50. I wouldn't be surprised if we take this out now and you just get stopped to break even because of the nature of the day. But if not, then we'll take out all this LRLR. No, of course, what's Apex doing, bro? Were they like doing a discount? I think I saw an email, but I didn't check it. Excuse me. Okay, so far a good delivery down. Again, look at all this LRLR, guys. I think this is probably will get taken out. We inverse this 1 minute, and we inverse this 1 minute. Now we could, oh, this 2 minute looked really good. Yeah, guys, this actually looks like a great short. But again, because of the nature of today, I would have your stop to break even at this low and potentially target some of this LRLR, and stop should be to break even now. Yeah, of course, send me that. I didn't see any new rules. But I don't really, that doesn't really bother me. I mean, unless they're like crazy weird, but. Okay, of course, I'm going to check this right now. Stupidest rule, everything else is fine and reasonable, but this, there's absolutely no shot. Think about this. Logically, Apex is designed for a negative RR when scalping. Yeah, this trade does. I mean, this is not that bad. Um, I don't know. I have to watch the video because what I'm reading here is not making that much sense. 30% negative P&L clarification based off starting trailing threshold amount would be 50K. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the video, but it doesn't seem that bad. You just have to keep a 30% drawdown on your profits. It seems like so. I mean, that's not that big of an issue, but so I just went on X and I read about it. I like their request profit time frame. Yeah, so it's nice that you can request profits at shorter periods than you did before. Yeah, I'm going to spend time looking at that later, but for now I want to focus on the charts because that's what you guys are here for. Yeah, guys, this 2 minute looked so nice. Look at this. But again, I would never take this because of the equal highs, but if you were in this as a scalp, your stop would be, your break even would be at this low, and then look at all this LRLR now that I said would be taken out, is getting taken out. This would be my final target, honestly. But if this doesn't get hit, I would just let your trade stop at break even. Oh, this 3-minute looked dirty. Oh my god, look at this. 1 3-minute candle that takes out. We swept an internal high right here. And then we inverse the 3, and now we have all this LRLR. Target would probably be even this 15-minute fair value gap right here. So from the 3-minute perspective, this low looks like a really good target. Now we do have some things in the way, like this new week opening gap. I'm going to delete all these equal highs so you guys can see the chart more clearly. But yeah. Yo, does anyone here go to the gym? Are you guys all fat, lazy slobs? I just started taking creatine. I don't know if you guys have taken creatine. So 2 things if you want to pump in the gym. I've been working out since I was 15. I'm 28. So what is that? 13 years? And I've never, even at the highest testosterone I've ever had, I've never had a pump like this. If you drink, I take coconut water. So I get this from Costco if you guys are in the US. I'm sure they have Costco at other places too. Drink one of these. Good course. Drink, this is a liter of coconut water in the morning. And then drink a liter of water or more, maybe 2 liters with 9 grams of creatine. Put 9 or 10 grams of creatine in the bottle. Have a small meal an hour before the gym. If you have the potassium and the magnesium from the coconut water, and you have all the carbs and the micronutrients and the whatever macros from the meal that you have, and the creatine, and maybe sprinkle a little bit of salt, pink Himalayan salt in the creatine, the pump is crazy. Like, I've never had a pump like that in my life. Yeah, but no, coconut water, oh my god, there's so much potassium and magnesium, and that gives you that pump that you're looking for. Guys, so this internal sell side looks like it's about to hit. Again, that's a 15-minute fair value gap that we're drawing to, so I think that's going to hit next. You want to gain 30 pounds, Cores? How much do you weigh? And how tall are you? Okay, so it looks like the sell side's about to hit. If you guys want to scalp this, you can probably do that. Looks like it's about to hit. Again, we took out all this LR. You see how that works, guys? This is the, wow. This 3-minute looked so good, though. Not going to lie. 5'7", 155. I am like 175, 180, and I'm 6 foot. But at my peak, so I used to do bodybuilding. I mean, I was never good. And I never actually went on stage, but like I wanted to be a bodybuilder when I was in college. And I was drinking too, but the max I've been was like 195. And I felt like ass. And yeah, I'm not in the bodybuilding lifestyle anymore. I just try and look good. I keep my body fat below 10%. And I eat a lot of micronutrients, so like coconut water. I take beef liver, a lot of eggs. Just focusing on like eating quality foods. A lot of kimchi, sauerkraut for the gut health. I avoid all the nasty seed oils shit. By the way, guys, I was eating liver before the Liver King. I know you probably don't believe that, but before the Liver King was like a big thing, I was following all these like tiny niche YouTube accounts that were taking liver and different supplements. And yeah, my friends thought I was crazy. And then all of a sudden the Liver King comes out eating like raw liver and they were more accepting of it. But look at this rejection, guys. If I saw this 3-minute, I didn't look at the 3-minute chart, I probably would have taken this short. For all the sell RLR, the 15-minute fair value gap, and now we're just dumping. Complete collapse. Yeah, 185 is for 5'7". I mean, you could probably do it, but I don't really care so much about the weight. It's more about your body composition. Like if you can get a good amount of muscle on your frame and be low body fat, then it doesn't really matter what you look like, what your scale says. It's more about how you look, you know? Wow, big reaction there from this internal sell side. Now we have this 3-minute fair value gap that we could rebalance. If this, oh guys, here's another thing. If this 3-minute inverses, I think there would be a good scalp up to these equal highs. So your risk would be a close back below the 3, and your take profit would be these equal highs. But on the 1-minute chart, if you want something less risky, I mean, you could try it with these inverses. But again, guys, I'm done for today. So I wouldn't take any of this, especially on a no news Monday. But in theory, if this 1-minute inverses, you can continue long. We're also, wait, let's see the 15-minute. Yeah, so we're balancing from this 15-minute fair value gap right here. So that could be the push that takes us higher. But again, you guys see this consolidation and we're just range bound. So I'm not trying to take any big trades in here, only scalps. I want to see us get out of this range, and then I will target the upper end of this daily fair value gap and this buy side liquidity, which comes from this high right here. So wait till we break out of a range to start trading with more size, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. There's nothing really I want to call out more, and I don't want to inspire you guys to take bad setups. I think the only decent ones, again, I took the equal highs off the chart here, but there was an equal high trade. I think it was maybe here. I can't remember. Or here. That was a decent scalp, and then this 3-minute was really good in my opinion. Again, I wouldn't have taken this because of the equal highs up here, but I don't think it was a bad trade, especially if you kept your risk tight above the body of this 1-minute candle. And on the 3-minute, again, this was the entry right here on this candle's low. Risk would be this candle's high, and then you could take your profits at all this sell side with your stop at break even once we hit this low. And if you notice, we took out the low. We never even traded back into here, so it was a good setup. But yeah, I wish you guys the best, and I'll try and live stream most days this week. But if you guys look really quickly before I go, if you look at the economic calendar here, pull it up for you guys. Look at this week. I posted this on X and I posted in the Discord, but tomorrow we have a BRIC summit and we have all these FOMC members speaking. No real news. This is orange folder, orange folder. This is the only day that I'm really looking to trade, Thursday. Why? Again, we have 2 sets of red folder news, 8:30 and 9:45. But I think there will be a decent setup at 8:30. It's not a single set of red folder news, but we should get a decent data candle setup with unemployment claims, and maybe this will drive us higher or lower to take out the target. But we'll see what we get on this day. This is the one I'm focusing on, and then Friday we don't have anything good. Durable goods, I mean, it might move the market slightly, but again, you want to focus on these red folder news days. So that's what I would say with that. But anyways, guys, I wish you all the best, and we'll talk in the Discord or we'll talk tomorrow when I live stream.